This Eddie Griffin. I used to go to Vegas and see him a lot. This ain't got nothing. He didn't approve this. Like I said, this was when he was at Rio. This videotape is from Las Vegas for my mother's 80th birthday. All right. Like I said, I've been doing this documentary about race and racism for a long time. It's police accountability, art and activism. And I use the toilet to do it. Got these toilets out in Vegas. You feel me? Got these toilets out in Vegas. Talking shit with Shorty. And we be popping it off. I police the police. You feel me? Baltimore City, Baltimore County Police Department. It's about race and racism in your department. And this is the Shorty War Room. The Shorty War Room. You kidnapped me from my family in 2007 and 2011. I went home on vacation. I came back on probation. You tried to charge me with terrorism on 2 occasions in 2007 and 2011. My mother died from cancer. My grandmother died. I got all my brothers and sisters. You feel me? I'm not alone just because you see me alone. That's Eddie Griffith. I'm the founding member of the Baltimore Block. All right? Social media for social change. You feel me? That's my profile. My profile, we police the police, and it's about your prison industry, mass incarceration. We don't need black man. We just need a black man to stand up. You feel me? I'm like Dick Tracy. I'm on your ass. And that's about the war on drugs. Defend veterans. Or deal with Shorty. Social media for social change. And we're going to show you Jim Crow in Baltimore. That's Governor Hogan calling his office, because I record all phone calls. And I gave y'all my promise. And I keep my promise. You feel me? I keep my promise. Social media for social change. Twitter. This Facebook. When I first started this in 2010. See the date? November 2010. This is going to be a real quickie. This the FBI.
Get a pen, so all this stuff is.
This the FBI, and y'all tried to get me to come into the FBI in Baltimore. Richard McFeely got a case filed on me. Richard McFeely got like 13 years of my paperwork in the FBI. I applied for Martin Luther King's job in November of 2010, and I gave him my application. And I turned in the corruption in the courts and the racism. Gave it to the FBI. They wanted me to come inside the fence, but I refused. Because y'all be locking up activists.
I'm at the FBI, and that's the information on the other side of the fence. You went to go get a pen, so all this stuff is here. So if you put your hands on me, I ain't going to come up missing for no reason. You understand? They got the information, so stop threatening me, stop calling me, and give me a trial. Because if I die today or die tomorrow, there's still a story coming out. I'm at the FBI, and that's the information on the other side of the fence. You went to go get a pen, so all this stuff is here.
All right, so we go to FBI. We go to Starbucks. And this is what I did.
This evidence, because it's right here in your courthouse steps. Like a dog, I mark my territory.
I don't own the rights to this music, but this is what I did on February the 7th, 6th. I gave you my DMX shit. It's a quiet riot. You feel me? It ain't personal. Y'all made this shit personal. I hung out dirty laundry on y'all's ass. I hung out dirty laundry on y'all. You feel me? And ain't nothing that you can do to stop me. I got everything on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is when I chased Fox 45 off the streets. Because nobody getting no pass. That's John Whitell. Yeah. We talking about being black in America. Happy anniversary. Veterans. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? I'm an honorably discharged veteran. I'm my father's child. You feel me? I'm my father's child. Yeah. Veterans Day. Racism in America. And I got it all on film. Eddie been following me. Ray Lewis know me. Ed Mulatolo know me. Ozzie Newsome know me. Governor O'Malley know me. Governor Hogan know me. And that's my father. The community knows me. That's my Community Verizon Award. That's my mother. And that's my mother's tape. You feel me? That's my mother's tape. And you go directly to Senator Antonio Hayes and get my book. You go directly to my lawyer, Mr. Bailey, and get my paperwork. You go directly to the New York United Nations and get my paperwork. You go to Senator Kelly and get my paperwork. I work for Out for Justice. You feel me? Out for Justice. I'm a member of Out for Justice. You go to the Baltimore Inspector General's office. I got my paperwork sitting in their office right now. Governor Hogan, you go to the Inspector General today and get my paperwork, and you're going to have to prosecute Scott Shellenberger for kidnapping, human trafficking, fraud in the court, for abusing the powers of his office. I got everything I need on tape, and we're going to put it on TV. Hey, Eddie, want to make some money? I could split this. We can cut this. You know how we can do this. Shitting on people is something that you do and something I love to do. I got all rights to this. Yeah, this is my war room. It's a breakdown of your criminal enterprise. It's your breakdown. That's 98 Rock. And that's the IRS. I want to audit. An audit to settle all this. And everything else, what I'm telling you, is in the Department of Justice hands. Like I said, this is going to be a very interesting movie. See that? That's Shorty. Meat on fire. These are my customers. These are my customers. And this is my life on film, 13 years. I'm the king of talking shit, and I can back it up. Yeah, Christmas. Christmas just ain't Christmas without the ones you love.
I demand that you have a happy holiday. No ifs, ands, or buts.
We talking about racism in the world, and you want to make America great again? You got to address America's hate. Racism, and we're going to use the toilets to do it. See, a toilet don't care if you black, white, straight, or gay. A toilet take your shit every day, and they got toilets all over the world. They got cameras all over the world. They got police all over the world. And we talking about racism in America. We talking about the art of activism, art and activism. We talking about policing in our communities, police brutality. We shall overcome. Dog, I made a movie and a documentary. Matter of fact, I got 13 movies for y'all because y'all got 13 ghosts. Y'all made me famous for toilets? I'm going to run with that shit. Go to Senator Antonio Hayes. He got this book right here. It's called I Am Dred Scott. Y'all talking about Harriet Tubman? We're going to talk about being black in America in 2020. We're going to talk about being black in America 2020. That's Mr. Humphreys, 2009, before I got locked up. You kidnapped me from my home. Secrets must not block justice. This is my third letter. Yeah. And this is the case that's going to kill y'all. 86 CF 49. Yeah, that's a court of appeals. You feel me? Notice, that's a court of appeals. That shows you that I was innocent of them 86 charges. That's 2007. That's David Irwin. That's my store on Falls Road. Case number. And he told you I was innocent of them charges. I turned in guns and drugs to the police to end the war on drugs. You feel me? Just like the Westboro Baptist Church, I got a freedom of speech, a freedom of expression. You feel me? State of Illinois Appellate Division. Signed, timed, and dated April 1988. So the state of Maryland kidnapped a whistleblower. Roland Martin knew about this when he was in Chicago. The Baltimore Sun, CBS, ABC, 98 Rock, y'all got this, because I'm going to serve you up. I'm going to cook you up. Because I was exposing Governor O'Malley's crime machine and the money you make behind the prison industry. Scott Shellenberger, Greg Bernstein, Marilyn Mosby, Jill P. Carter, Kwasi and Fume, Congressman Cummings, Sarbanes-Ruppersberger. We talking about the Democratic Party in Maryland and Mom's money machine. Never bite the hand that feeds you. And I fed Baltimore. I'm a whistleblower on the courts. I'm a prisoner's rights, inmates. Just like the Shawshank Redemption, I'm blowing the whistle on the courts in the prison industry. That's from 2009. That's Senator James Broshini. He knew about it. Judge Pearson and Frank Conway knew about it. Eric Holder, the Maryland Black Legislative Caucus, Judge Bell, Senator Cardins. I'm a whistleblower. In the same way that you respecting that white woman, that's the Supreme Court of Illinois. I am Dred Scott. Do blacks have rights in which white America respect? Dred Scott was in Illinois when he went through the Missouri Compromise, right? History repeating itself. 1857, 2007. That's Governor Blagojevich. If Blagojevich can go to jail, so can Governor O'Malley for racketeering, fraud, human trafficking. That's the 19th Judicial District, Lake County, Illinois. See that? 2008. Kaperhoff, Criminal Division of the Department of Justice. That's the Legislative Black Caucus of Maryland, 2009. See the names on here? Pew. See the names? That's your Maryland Black Caucus members. They all knew about this. I testified in front of y'all. I gave y'all information. Racism don't work without black cooperation. And y'all protecting these white people. Like I said, motion for a public hearing. I got a right to defend myself. It's my constitutional right. A right to self-representation. We're going to do it in the red, white, and blue because that's what you did to me. You stole from me. You stole my property. You feel me? This is 2007. 87. All right? That's the property you're supposed to return to me. See that? Barbara Mikulski, Van Hollen. So I want to sue you for $54 million. State of Maryland and the state of Illinois. $54 million lawsuit. That's the case number right there. I am Dred Scott. I want to sue you because the only thing that the white people respect is money. So I came to take your money. I'm a prisoner, inmate, N62528, about the war on drugs. Signed, sealed, delivered. That case was for February of 2011. You locked me up and kept me from going there. See that? Sutton. See that? Governor O'Malley. DVD entitled Video Vigilante. Because I was blowing on y'all. I was, doing my job. And that's what the lawsuit was about. Governor O'Malley, Chief of Police Johnson, Greg Bernstein, and Scott Shellenberger. Because that's how you shield your corruption. It's like Operation Greylord in Chicago. That's the Maryland diary. That's the Illinois diary. We're going to level up in 2020. You feel me? We're going to level up in 2020. Marilyn Mosby got 800 cases? No. He got 10,000 cases. Keith Davis, Anthony Anderson, Maurice Donald Johnson. You're going to have to investigate these cases because your name is on those indictments. You and your husband's names are on those indictments. The same way that Jesse Jackson Jr. went to jail, him and his wife, you and your husband can go to jail for conspiracy to commit fraud in the courts, racketeering in the courts, human trafficking. You know more about them road cops than you want to admit. And I got it all on tape. Like I said, go to Congressman Cummings' office. It's my whistleblower's application. Congressman Cummings, Shellenberger, Young, Governor O'Malley, and Greg Bernstein. Yeah, it's the art of getting money. And we ain't gonna let Quasi and Fumi out of this shit, because you got a part of this too. You was with the NAACP. Racism don't work without black cooperation. And I'm gonna show you the black cooperation, because I'm gonna frame this shit. Y'all want me mad at Donald Trump? No, we already know he racist. But we're gonna talk about what President Obama know. And we're gonna talk about what that rat gonna know. Ratting out the media. Showing your prison industry. You feel me? You talked about Harriet Tubman. Well, this is the narrative life of Frederick Douglass. 400 years a slave, being black in America. 400 years a slave in America. And I'm going to give y'all something to see. It's the criminalization of poverty. There goes your chief of police. There goes your governor. There goes your state's attorney. There goes your mayor. Mayor Pugh is already in hot water, but y'all ain't put no charges on her. Put some charges on her. Income tax evasion, fraud, federal charges. Then watch her snitch on the rest of the Democratic Party. Because she ain't ready to go to jail. She will tell. He will too. Governor Hogan got all this. Governor Hogan been shielding this since 2014. Kurt Anderson been shielding this since 2008. It's the prison industry in Baltimore City and Baltimore County. That's Richard McFeely from the FBI. I wrote him while I was in jail. 5/14/2011. Yeah, I keep good records. And y'all signed off on this. Y'all signed off on that. Y'all gave me your cards. I'm going to pull your card. I'm going to pull your card to this power. I'm going to pull them green cards. And I'm not an immigrant. President Obama got to turn over everything I got to President Trump. Jane Miller got to turn over everything I got to President Trump. You got to turn over everything you got to President Trump. You got to turn over everything you got to President Trump. I'm blowing the whistle on the racism in the courts. And we're going to put President Trump under the glass. Right? Black Lives Matter. We're going to talk about this shit. It's my political soapbox. Y'all made me famous for toilets. I'm going to run with that shit. We're going to talk about the 13th Amendment. Slavery nor involuntary servitude. Standing in the shadow of kings. That's Governor Hogan's dog. He thought that shit was funny in 2016. He gave me this dog for Christmas. I'm going to give you your dog back. I'm going to walk the dog. Because I'm going to put your ass in jail. You racketeering and fraud. You got a state prosecutor. That state prosecutor got to do his job, or he going to lose his job. Part of prosecuting is going to be you, Gov. You, Scott Shellenberger. We're going to talk about the gang task force and the racketeering and fraud in that court and how you lining up the courts to lock up more black people. Go straight to Chief Justice Roberts because, like I said, checks and balances. We're going to check your ass. No part of the government is stronger than the other. So all these judges that I wrote, it's called keeping your house clean. Clean your house. Since you don't want to do it, we're going to take it to the House and the Senate, the judiciary. Because like I said, Frost knew about it. Pugh knew about it. Conyers knew about it before he died. The Maryland Black Caucus knew about it. Congressman Brown knew about it. Zirkin knew about it. Lafferty, Broshini, McDonough, Huff. Huff is on the gang task force. Y'all incarcerating gang members? Well, what y'all gonna do when we take Scott Shellenberger to jail and you're gonna have to turn over all those cases? Frost got to take them cases as the Attorney General because the state participated in fraud. That's racketeering and human trafficking. Ray, Conaway, Carter, Bilal, Mosby, Branch. Y'all seen me today when I walked on stage. I checked y'all ass. Y'all got mad than a motherfucker. Ceasefire. Yeah. Ceasefire in Waukegan, Illinois. Contact Val King. She'll tell you about me. Contact WEAA Radio. Ask Dwight Pettit. See, Dwight Pettit get paid off of black tragedies because he's with that gag order. You ain't heard the White Pettit open his mouth about that gag order. You ain't heard the White Pettit, Warren Brown, Malcolm Ruff. You ain't heard none of them say nothing about the gag order. Marilyn Mosby, none of them. Because that gag order keep money in your pocket. Leaders of a beautiful struggle. I ain't see y'all up there about the gag order. Circle of voices. Yeah, we talking about activists to get paid off of black tragedies. Circle of voices is one of them. J. Wendell Gordon. Remember I gave you that information when Trayvon Martin got killed? I gave you that letter from President Obama asking for an investigation. Yeah. June 2012 at C.D. Witherspoon's event. You was there. Catalina Bird was there. Y'all see me chasing Larry Young down, shutting him down. Mike checking his events when he bring motherfuckers out of town, like Michael Steele and Al Sharpton. Dog, y'all self-serving demigods 2020? Dog, I'm getting ready to mic check y'all. Came to Ivan Bates' office, talked to him for over an hour, gave him the information, showed him. Ivan Bates said he can't do nothing. Why? Because Ivan Bates make a lot of money off that gag order too. Ivan Bates used to work for the police department. He used to be their lawyer. He ain't gonna admit that, but I remember that. I remember faces. Might not remember names, but I remember faces. And I remember I came to your office. You told me you can't do nothing for me. Johnny Oleski said he gonna have a federal investigation. 2020, we coming after your money. Senator Kelly is on my movie. Patarakis is in my movie. Angelos is in my movie. Kevin Plank is in my movie. We're gonna go after your money in the machine. Getting ready to clown y'all's asses. The criminalization of poverty. It don't matter who's sitting in the seat. Both of y'all getting paid off of locking up black America. I seen you face to face. You're a veteran and you permitted this to happen. You've been in Vietnam, so you know about the war on drugs. That's the face of white racism. You feel me? That's white racism. These other supporters of Shorty. And it says right here. So I gave my senators, my congressmen, all of this. In 2018, I asked to access the grand jury. Racism don't work without black cooperation. And this is black cooperation to the 13th power. Leaders of a beautiful struggle ain't open their mouth up about this. But I made a movie about this. Film Festival 2020, all about Shellenberger. I am Dred Scott. Do blacks have rights? Dante Hickman signed off on this. Costello signed off on this. T.J. Smith signed off on this. You feel me? Y'all signed off on it. I didn't twist y'all's arm to sign this. Y'all signed this of your own accord. But y'all didn't know that I was making this movie. Well, you knew I was making it. But I damn sure ain't faking it. And we're going to break you down from Elijah Cummings to Sarbanes to Dutch. We're going to show you the money that you get off of this. Grassley, Harrison. Y'all got the whistleblowers application on Donald Trump? Well, I got the whistleblowers application on y'all in the prison industry. Hogan got it. To be the best, you got to beat the best. And y'all ain't beat me yet. I'm the king of barbecue. I'm good at what I do. And we're going to show the role that the media plays in this. Yeah, I named y'all. So we don't have no misunderstandings about nothing I say I do. T.J. Smith. Kai Jackson. If you go directly to Gayle King today, she has my whistleblowers application and it names everybody. Congressman Cummings got to get this up. And Marilyn Mosby got to do a job or lose a job. Because all this is going to President Trump. He got this. He can take the whole Democratic Party apart in Maryland with this information. Y'all got a whistleblower? A white whistleblower? I'm a black whistleblower. And I'm good at what I do. I'm good at shitting on people. I'm good at that shit.